said, do you have a tie? I said, nope. Do you have a jacket? No. Do you have a shoes? I said, nope. So I said, okay, go straight to the Oxfam store. So I bought everything for $2, and then next day I got a job with work cover. And then here's everyone going to Darling Harbour, here's me looking for a job. So that was there, and it was a great experience. And that's when I said, wow, this is the place I want to be. So I bummed around for 3-4 months, and that's where I met Rita. And then the rest is history. So we got married, and then moved to Gold Coast in '97. And the reason why we moved to the Gold Coast was the business opportunity. Rita, being a beauty therapist, she said, and to be closer to her sister as well, she said, why don't we open up business in Rubina? And I was so against it because that's when I just settled in Sydney, made some friends, whatever. And I said, why do we need to pack up and go? We said, okay, we'll just take a chance. So the Pure Nose and that was when it first opened back in '97. It was called Alabaster back then. And my first job was Baxter Robbins, so as an accountant. So I was with them for 15 years. So I had to support the business. Because in the first 5 years at Rubina Thameson, I'm not sure whether you guys know, it was actually a ghost town. There was a days where we only made $5. And in that time, we had 3 kids. So, you know, it's just like pretty tough going, but my job supported the business. So, and I was working in Main Beach, and it started with 2 staff, and then it grew to like 20 staff. So I became the financial controller, and we became a public listed company. So yeah, so that's the thing. Now, I've done corporate for 20 odd years. And then, yeah. So they're my kids. Risha's here. Ashika, Amit. So Ashika's an accountant. Risha works for the business. Amit works for the business. And there's our tiger. So 30 years wedding anniversary was last week. 30 years, yeah. So Easy was started back in 20. So I got out of corporate politics back in 20. I said I had enough of this corporate politics. Let me try and get into the business. So I remember I was still employed. I was one day just Googling, say business for sale, and office supplies came up. And I said, oh, this looks easy. Everyone needs office stuff. So I went, it was in here, Bundle Road. I took a day off, went in, and did the numbers. It was losing money, and I thought, okay, can I turn this business around? I said, yep. I made a ridiculous offer, not thinking they will accept it. Next thing you know, yep, you got it. The hardest part was explaining to the family. So I got home that night, just over the dinner. I said, I've just bought a business. And when I told them what the business, especially up, you know, Risha or Shika, they said, Dad, why? How can you compete with Officeworks? And I said, you're going to be tiny. How are you going to do it? So I had to justify to them why I think Sharp could work. And I had to convince them. I said, Dad, you've got a 9-to-5 job. You're doing the school pickup, drop off. Does that mean you're still going to have time for that? I said, absolutely. I will have more time, in fact, anything. And unknown to me, for the first 2-3 years, they never saw me. So they were actually complaining, Dad, we never see you. You're always working. But I said, it will come one day. But yeah, so.
Still waiting.
Yeah.
Another
So that's when it started easy. With one star with Murray, we had part-time thing. It was myself, and I just worked like a dog, determined to make it happen, turn the business around. So after 2-3 years, we got it turned around. I bought Pacific, and then I bought Tweed, and then education. So in that time, I grew into about 25 staff, and I could not have done without my staff because they were my asset to the team. And it's all about what I've learned from Baxter Robbins. It's all about how do you treat your staff, culture, and lead by example. That's what I've been told by Baxter Robbins, and that's what I practice into my business. Yeah, and then last year I bought Worldwide because that was a good complementary for the business. So as you know, this is pretty much what we do, office supplies. Pretty much sell everything. But let me tell you a story. The reason what I enjoy about this business is, so a couple of years ago I had a call, well, my team had a call. They said, can you deliver the hole punch in Broadbeach? It was only $4 hole punch. So my staff said, it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, well, if he wants it, just get it to them. But it's $4. Doesn't matter, just do it. So we delivered that, no question asked, invoice for $4, and that's it. A week later, Jason from Capital Plumbing, so I rang Jason, I said, what's this $4? He said, mate, you've been a lifesaver. He had everything organised. He had a binder, paper, all his presentation, and his deadline was 4:30 to hand it to one of the body corporate here, which he was tendering for a job. And the only thing was missing the hole punch to put everything into his lever arch. So he said he got it in time, and then guess what? He won the tender. And that I now call it $10,000 hole punch. But just that kind of service we do. So anytime when a customer needs something, we'll try and get it out to them, because you just never know what they need it for. Because we want their business to keep uninterrupted. So I always tell my team, if they want something, there's a reason for it. So let's not ask a question. So that's why we excel over Officeworks. And then this is the printing side. Everyone needs business cards. So often one of the first questions I ask when I'm networking, do you do business cards? I said, no, we don't. So hence, when this opportunity came up, I said, let's grab it. And so I'm now part of the business card staff and making worldwide turnaround. So pretty much everything, pull-up banners, anything printing stuff. And then these are the awards I won in the last few years. So last year I won 2023 Gold Coast Business Award. This was Queensland Member of the Year, where I won my buying group. I'm competing with these guys who does $10 million company. So I was only a little tiny to them. So it's nice acknowledgement that I won the award. This was back in 2018. That's pretty much it. So we pretty much service all kind of industry. So these are my ideal referrals. Like schools are it's a recession proof. If I get into the schools, they need ongoing stationery. And then the businesses, I tend to focus on more of the businesses which got more than 5 employees. So they need that recurring stationery, because normally the reception is always going to be busy. So they don't have time to go to office work or wherever. So let us come to them and we put it away. So if, for example, there was an order, I know my third party, they will just dump it there. My staff will actually put it away wherever their stationery cupboard is. So that's kind of service we do. And that's pretty much it. I'll finish off with one final video. You just press play. How are we going with time?
Emma. Huh? Emma. Emma. Emma.
There you go. So when people say we're becoming paperless, I said, nah, look at this. Because my paper consumption has gone by every year 5%. So when I hear this, there's no way, paper is not, it's here to stay. So yeah, so that's me. Thanks, guys.